Hello, everybody. This is my first interview after the presidential election. It's on my channel on youtube.com called My New America, my Civic TV. So I'm speaking first for my friends, the Republican Party members, the followers of Senator John McCain, and unfortunately, we didn't win. I'm gonna criticize a little John McCain. I think that it's not possible to stop a campaign and to begin it again after a couple of days when it's a crucial issue and a deep crisis in the stock market. So my advice was not followed. I think when a plane is doing a nice takeoff, it's not possible to go back to the airport. And the first debate couldn't take place at the right date. It must have been postponed. It was not the case, and it was a non-event, but something weird and very bad for us, for John McCain, and for the campaign of the Republican Party. I think it's very important. I try to explain why we lost. And the second thing is that there could have been a press conference 10 days before the election, something very huge with Senator McCain again about the markets, about the financial crisis. It was not the case. So now it's too late, but I appreciate a lot Governor Sarah Palin. Senator McCain is a great historic hero of our country, and I think he will help us to manage the next step with President George W. Bush, to my point of view. And also, I'm in California, but it's not for that reason. I'm telling you that with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Governor Schwarzenegger. I think it's important. In January, I'm going to send a letter to our US senators about the possibility of an amendment of the Constitution. You know what I mean? First, an amendment regarding the fact that the people who are not born on that soil, in the United States, I'm speaking about naturalized people, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like so many Hispanic people. I am one of them. My dad was Spanish. It's my case. I think when you go to vote and you're not able to be candidate, when you cannot be candidate, it's not the same. You're not motivated enough. And I think for the future of the United States, because of the Hispanic community, because of all the minorities, because of the tradition of that country, because of immigration, everybody must be allowed to be candidate for any kind of election, first presidential election. After a while, absolutely, it's necessary to have a training to be able to understand 100% all the rules, to feel comfortable. I propose 10 years. So I will write to the senators in January about this project. I will call Governor Schwarzenegger next week in Sacramento. And I think maybe in the same amendment or in another project, constitutional if necessary, or a law, that I think it's possible to find a way to finish the crisis about the gay rights, the gays and lesbians issues. It's not only to my point of view regarding the problem of the marriage. It's global. It can be a citizenship amendment. I will speak more and write more about it soon. Otherwise, as a historian, I want to know better about this period of time before January, when a president is already elected. I think this time anyway, it's so important because of the crisis that continues a lot on the markets in Wall Street, in New York, the Dow Jones. I believe that it's not good. What is happening? I'm speaking about Barack Obama because the office of the president elected. It's nice. It's important. I suppose it's not in the constitution, but it's very interesting. We know that there is an Obama mania, like there was a Beatles mania, I'm not kidding at all, in the 60s. We know that our country has a deep crisis. I think the first week after the election, all that media program about the nominations, about a new team, about blah blah blah, it was not good. I appreciated that it stopped this week. I didn't see Barack Obama on TV. I think January 20, it's the beginning of a new presidency, not before. I understand that it's necessary to do some nominations before. I'm not sure that in November, mid-November, it's already an emergency to do that. To my point of view, it would be better to wait until January 1st, January 2nd. But on the other round, I think it's already history. It was last week, just after the election, that there was an over communication. I hope that Senator Obama, president elected, will be social in his program, in his electoral program. I'm sorry to repeat that. There is nothing social. There is no reform. Reform, I hope we understand this word in America. I'm thinking all the time about President Roosevelt. I think he was Democrat. I'm kidding now. But so, what are the projects? What are the programs? You know, I'm a Cannes fan. I think it's good to put a lot of public money in the economy, to have post-crisis possibility in a couple of years. But we don't need to dream anymore. We need programs. But programs, it doesn't mean a project of law studied by U.S. senators, and it must be more. Something from the future White House, beginning in 2009. There is a lot of ambition in the candidacy and the election of Senator Obama, and so it must be the time now to study what can be improved. You know that this video has a great success on YouTube. I propose the improvement of the very poor areas in the United States. Let's call that again, it's sad, but it's a word, the ghettos. And other things. We have enough freeways, but we can build something better. And it's like that our economy will grow up and will begin a new step after the crisis. I think I will speak more about it too soon. Otherwise, I wanted to update that channel on youtube.com, My New America. I'm so sad with all my Republican friends that we didn't win this time, but 2012, it's very soon. 2010, it's also an important date, and I believe in the candidacy of Arnold Schwarzenegger for the next presidential election. Thank you very much. I always wait a little before to cut, otherwise at the end of my talk maybe it will be cut. Thank you, YouTube.